Good afternoon, everybody. This is the Friday, March 7th, 2014 Weather Afternoon Webcast. Appreciate you clicking on to it. I'm meteorologist Nate Harrington. Much better weather for today. We've been socked in with some rainy and cold weather for most of the week, but changes come for today. We held on to the cold, but not even close to the gloomy weather that we've seen this week. A lot of sunshine starting to peer through the clouds this afternoon as I record this right around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's going to set the stage for a very nice weekend ahead. I know we've been talking about the weekend ahead for the last several days now just because we needed something to look forward to, but now we get the payoff for the nasty weather we've had. The area of rain that we had south of us stayed south of the Wiregrass for the most part. Did see a few little light showers south of us and then pivoted out as that upper level low moved out. The clouds hung around until right now, basically, starting to see some clearing and some sunshine move in. It was still kind of cool early this morning, even with all the cloud cover that we saw around. Temperatures dropped into the 30s in a lot of spots. Still pretty close to 40 for almost everybody. Low 40s and upper 30s. 37 in Troy, Abbeville, and Blakely. Those were the cool spots. 38s in Dothan, Ozark, 39 Enterprise, Geneva, Bonifay, and down in Mariana. Those are the coolest spots around the Wiregrass. And like we said, temperatures were going to warm up today. Back in the 60s in Andalusia, they saw a little bit more sunshine, a little quicker this afternoon. Don't think most of us will get to 60. Not enough hours in the day for that to happen. If it was next week when we have an extra hour of daylight as daylight saving time kicks in this weekend, we would be able to see some 60-degree numbers for afternoon highs. Just don't think that's going to happen for today. But, we'll take the sunshine. Doesn't feel too bad out there right now. There goes the upper level low, pivoting off the Carolina coast now. Still lots of heavy rain and mixed precip earlier today in parts of Virginia. But for the most part, the southeast, the deep south, starting to clear out. A lot of clouds south of us off the Gulf of Mexico. And like we said, going to set the stage for some drier air to move in and a nice weekend ahead. There is all the rain and nasty weather still associated with that upper low. It's going to spin off the coast, maybe deepen by tomorrow, and could impact folks in the Northeast. I think it'll sail farther enough offshore that they're not going to have another monster snowstorm to deal with. That is some welcome news for them. They've been dealing with nasty wintertime weather like the rest of the country has as well. And speaking of the rest of the country, that's basically it for the eastern half. We did see some snow up in Canada, some lake effect snow for the UP of Michigan, and some showers in northern Michigan. But if you look off to the west, some intermountain snow, and that'll make the ski slopes and the ski bunnies and guys, I don't know what you call guys that like to ski bunnies or girls that like to ski, but nevertheless, they'll make the people that like to ski, no matter what gender, very happy in Vail and Denver and Aspen and those places up in northern Colorado. And more snow equals a few more weeks of ski season. And it's going to stay cool over there. As we look at the 500 millibar heights, that big dip that you see in the eastern half of the country, that's that upper level low that impacted us yesterday. And, let's go ahead and put that into motion. Still learning the system, ins and outs of this thing. So as we go through the weekend, things warm up. The thicknesses jump up a bit, and that increases our temperatures. That'll be a positive thing for us over the weekend. Could get to 70 degrees both weekend days. I think we'll still have some places in the upper 60s, but a marked improvement no matter how you look at it. And that dip in the jet that you see just south of Atlanta, that cool air will start to translate off to the north. And like I just did, I'll do that again. There we go. Let's put it into motion. It'll translate off to the north along with that upper level low, the 500 millibar low. And it looks like the western half of the country could get a little bit of a cool down, a big ridge developing off the west coast. That will impact our weather, it looks like, for the middle of next week before our next storm system moves in late next week. That's some longer range stuff. We won't talk about that nasty weather until we get it. So here's the future cast. Clear sky for today, the rest of today, a few clouds around for early tomorrow morning, but a mostly clear afternoon for us on Saturday. That'll mean warming temperatures and just a generally nicer day than what we've seen here recently. Saturday night into Sunday looks like we could see a few more clouds for the second half of the weekend. That might stunt our temperatures for the afternoon hours, but still, we'll take this weekend above what we've had here to deal with recently. Low temperatures tomorrow when you wake up and start your weekend. I think middle 40s for the warmest spots. Could see some low 40s. I'm going to forecast probably 41 or 42 degrees. I have to see. I haven't done my forecast yet. That's why this is preliminary, but this is a good idea. Still going to be kind of chilly, below average, but we'll see a nicer weekend, and that'll be the start, the kickoff to the very nice weekend. All right, that'll do it for this edition. A little shorter, didn't have so much to talk about because the weather's nice right now. That's definitely a good thing, and it looks like longer range for next week. The weather stays pretty nice for the start of our work week and the start of daylight saving time. Make sure you turn those clocks forward, spring forward. You're going to lose an hour of sleep, but you're going to gain an hour of daylight, and that sounds pretty good to me as we march toward the official start of spring, which is on March 20th. We got 13 days left of this winter officially until we see some springtime weather. Alrighty, if you want to leave a comment below on the YouTube page or Facebook, Twitter, or Google+, go ahead and do that for me. Let me know how I'm doing and what you would like to see maybe in future episodes of the Weather Webcast. They will hopefully be posting this to the WTVY website here in the coming weeks as well. So if that's, have any more comments, we'll see you tonight on News 4 at 5, 6, and 10. Have a good one, guys.